welcome to the practice problems video on vector valued functions. So this first example says to determine the radius, center, and plane containing the circle traced by the given parameterization, which is r of t equals sine t, 0, 4 plus cosine t. Okay? So what we have to do here, first of all, the radius, what we're doing is we're given a parameterization, right? And we're kind of asked to read it to understand what graph does it mean and what is it describing, okay? So the radius, first of all, the way we can determine what that is look at the coefficients of the sine and cosine, and they happen to be 1s, so our radius is just of 1, right? So we're talking about a unit circle in some way. And if you saw like a 2 or a 3 in front of each of those, then it'd be 2 or 3 respectively. Okay, so there's the radius, and to find the center, what we have to do is take our parameterization and kind of break it down, just separate it, right? So we're going to take sine t, 0, 4 plus cosine t. We're going to kind of get rid of whatever is added or subtracted in the components. We're going to break that down, as I mentioned. So we're going to have sine t, 0, cosine t, and we're going to break this off into 0, 0, 4, right? We want that 4 apart or separately from the cosine t. So this over here, this other vector that we just created, this is our center. Okay, so this is our center point. And as far as the plane goes, the plane containing the circle, you can tell because the axis or the axis that the circle is not pointing into, that's going to be 0. So basically our y equals 0, so that means it doesn't have any component in the y direction, so that means that it lives in the x and the z direction, so that means in the xz plane. Okay, so that's basically it for this question, and now on to the next one.